Hello and welcome back to the weekly series of Ingram Micro Cloud. My name is Pritesh. I'm the business manager for cloud for the region. I am accompanied by Ivan today, who is the Veeam Insight Systems engineer for cloud across the EMEA region. Hello Ivan, welcome to our channel.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Ivan, since you're here, we wanted to discuss today, one of the most spoken about subjects, which is Office 365 and how we've developed an ecosystem of offerings which complement Office 365. But before we get there, before I ask you questions about what Veeam has to offer, we know that there is a full suite of backup solutions that you do in the cloud. The general perception from the market and from resellers is that I am already moving my data to the cloud. I am relying on Microsoft to handle my information. Why do I need backup? Can you explain what is the true answer for that? Like, why is it that someone needs backup in the cloud as well, and what is not covered from the perspective of Microsoft offering cloud services?
Yeah, that's a very nice question, and it's getting commonly asked inside on the field. We get this question a lot, and the main answer to that is that Microsoft itself, it says that they're responsible for the data availability, but they're not responsible for the data itself. So if you're getting insider attack, or if you get a malicious admin performing some removal of the emails, or it's just an accidental deletion, Microsoft will not give you protection from that. Yes, they have built-in governance settings. They have settings for litigation hold. But in general, it doesn't really provide a sufficient protection for the emails and for the mailboxes, as well as the SharePoint sites and OneDrive.
So what does Veeam offer as a solution to overcome these challenges?
So our solution is called Veeam Backup for Office 365, and it's a Windows-based application, a small one, something like 30 megabytes in size. And what it does, once you add an Microsoft organization to it, it will be able to protect SharePoint websites, Exchange, Microsoft mailboxes, Exchange mailboxes, as well as OneDrive users' data. So, and once the data is protected, we'll be able to set a flexible risk retention settings, scheduling, and we'll be able to perform really precise restore operations with that. So you'll be able to restore without knowing even what exactly was lost. So because it's often the case when you read in reality, you don't know what exactly you have lost. You don't know the name. You know just, for example, that you've lost a PDF attachment. So you can search for it through our Exchange Explorers.
Right.
That's how it works.
So what are the typical use cases for deploying such a backup offering? Now, if I am a person in the channel, what kind of questions do I need to ask to a customer to explore an opportunity for backup for Office 365?
Yeah, the first thing which should be determined is whether the customer is using Office 365, of course, and if he is not, whether he's planning to move towards it. Because Veeam Backup for Office 365 can protect both on-premise Exchange as well as Microsoft Office 365 environments and hybrid organizations. When you have part of it on-prem and part of it in the cloud, it means that there are a lot of use cases to discover. And once you understand the scope of how exactly Exchange is implemented for the particular customer, you can ask questions on how it is protected. And usually what we see on the field is they say that it's not protected. We think Microsoft said that it's 99.9% of successful rate, but it's the successful rate for the hardware. It's not it's not about protection of the actual data. So any internal intrusion or access to the data or removal of the data, it's not covered by it.
This is all we had for today. If you have any questions, you can write them in the links in the description below. And always get in touch with us with the email addresses listed in the description. Until next time, this is Pritesh signing off from Ingram Micro Cloud, and hope you keep watching and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.